Have you ever been in a conversation with someone and felt a sharp pain in your stomach? A voice inside you telling you that something wasn't right? It's that instinctive feeling when words don't align with actions or when the atmosphere feels a bit off. The truth is, we all have an innate ability to detect when something feels wrong. It's that sixth sense, that quiet whisper from within that tells us to pay attention, to question what we're hearing, and to be cautious. In our relationships, both personal and professional, trust is everything. It's the foundation upon which we build connections, make decisions, and shape our futures. But what happens when that trust is violated by deception? In a world that's becoming increasingly complex, with information constantly bombarding us from all directions, dishonesty is more prevalent than we might like to admit. From the harmless white lie to full-blown manipulation, lies have a way of creeping into our lives, often without us even realizing it. Whether it's a conversation with a colleague, a friend, or a loved one, being able to spot dishonesty is crucial, not just for protecting ourselves, but for maintaining our peace of mind. But how can we truly detect lies? Is it just about paying attention to the words people say, or is there something deeper we need to observe? The Stoic philosophers, revered for their wisdom and understanding of human nature, believed that the key to discerning the truth lies not only in the words spoken, but also in the subtle cues people give off, cues that are often overlooked. Today, we'll apply some of their timeless wisdom to reveal 7 subtle yet powerful signs that someone is lying to you. These signs are often overlooked, and yet they hold the key to unveiling the truth. By the end of this video, you'll not only know how to spot dishonesty, but you'll also gain the insight and wisdom to protect yourself from manipulation. So let's dive right in. The Stoics taught that the body is a reflection of the mind, a direct manifestation of what's happening internally. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most famous Stoic philosophers, emphasized the importance of self-awareness and understanding one's emotions. He believed that true integrity lies in aligning one's thoughts, words, and actions. When someone is lying, their body often betrays them, even when their words are carefully crafted to mislead you. Lying tends to trigger subtle contradictions between what people say and how their body reacts. For instance, they may say something sincere, but their body will lean away from you or avoid making eye contact. This inconsistency between their verbal and nonverbal cues is often a sign of deception. The Stoics believed that words and actions should align to maintain integrity. When these two elements are out of sync, it's a red flag. The connection between body language and honesty is well documented in psychology. When someone is lying, they may also display subtle signs like fidgeting, scratching their nose, or avoiding direct eye contact. These signs are automatic responses that stem from the anxiety and discomfort that come with being dishonest. The Stoics would argue that it's our duty to remain aware of these cues, as they reveal a deeper truth that words alone cannot express. Seneca, a prominent Stoic philosopher, once said, "The truth is clear and simple, while lies require complex stories." This simple yet profound statement perfectly encapsulates the nature of deception. When someone is lying, they often go to great lengths to over-explain or provide excessive details in an attempt to make their story seem more believable. The more convoluted the story, the more likely it is that they are hiding something. A liar might add unnecessary details, creating a narrative that seems overly complicated. This is especially true when their story doesn't match the facts or events you're familiar with. Instead of providing a straightforward answer, they may create a long, winding tale that only raises more questions. The Stoics would have advised that we always seek simplicity in communication. A story that is unnecessarily complex is often a sign that the speaker is trying to cover up inconsistencies. Trust your instincts and question why they feel the need to embellish the truth. The Stoics emphasize the importance of clarity and precision in speech. Epictetus, another Stoic philosopher, said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we should listen twice as much as we speak." This quote underscores the Stoic belief in the power of simplicity and clarity in communication. When someone speaks with unnecessary complexity, it's a warning sign that their words may not be truthful. In Stoic philosophy, virtue lies in responding calmly and with equanimity No matter what challenges life throws at you, a Stoic remains composed, unaffected by external forces, and doesn't need to justify their actions excessively. However, when someone is lying, their inability to maintain composure often leads them to become overly defensive. Instead of answering your questions directly, they may deflect, get angry, or try to shift the focus away from themselves. A liar's defensiveness can be seen in phrases like, "How dare you think I would lie?" or "Why would I lie about something so insignificant?" These outbursts are often a defense mechanism, an attempt to divert your attention away from their deception. The Stoics would argue that someone who is genuinely telling the truth doesn't need to defend themselves excessively because they have nothing to fear. A person who becomes overly defensive is often hiding something. It's important to remember that defensive behavior is not always a direct sign of dishonesty. However, when combined with other signs, such as inconsistent body language or overcomplicated responses, defensiveness can be a clear indicator that something is off. The Stoics believed that everything about human nature could be read in the smallest of details. This includes microexpressions, those fleeting, involuntary facial expressions that last only a fraction of a second. Despite a person's best efforts to hide their emotions, these subtle facial cues reveal the true feelings behind their words. Microexpressions are often subconscious, meaning that the person may not even be aware of them. For example, a liar may show a brief flash of anger, fear, or guilt before quickly masking it with a smile. These fleeting expressions often contradict the person's words, offering a glimpse into their true emotions. The Stoics would have advised that we pay attention to these microexpressions, as they provide important insights into the nature of a person's intentions. In a world full of deception, learning to read these subtle facial cues can be an invaluable tool for discerning the truth. Just like the Stoic philosophers who believed in reading the deeper truths of the world, we can use our observation skills to detect lies before they become larger problems. The Stoic philosophers often discuss the importance of clarity and precision in speech. Epictetus famously said, "We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we should listen twice as much as we speak." This philosophy emphasizes the importance of listening carefully, especially when someone is speaking to you. When someone is lying, their story often lacks the detail that would naturally come with a truthful recounting of events. A liar may provide vague responses that don't allow you to ask follow-up questions. For instance, you might ask a person about a specific event, and they will give you a general answer with few specifics. The absence of detail is often an attempt to avoid slipping up and revealing the truth. The Stoics believed that clarity in speech was a sign of integrity, while vagueness indicated a lack of transparency. If someone's story feels like it's missing key details, it's worth questioning their motives and seeking the truth. A liar might also avoid answering specific questions or give incomplete answers that don't allow you to probe deeper. In these cases, trust your instincts and remain vigilant. The Stoic approach to honesty is all about seeking truth through clarity and precision. If the story feels like it's lacking substance, don't ignore the warning signs. One of the greatest virtues, according to the Stoics, is emotional stability. A Stoic maintains calm in the face of adversity, understanding that emotions are temporary and should not dictate one's actions. A person who is telling the truth remains composed, while someone who is lying often exhibits erratic emotional shifts. They may appear calm one minute and then suddenly become agitated or overly emotional the next. This sudden change in emotional state is often a sign that the person is uncomfortable with what they are saying. They may be trying to hide their anxiety or guilt, which is difficult to do when they are not being truthful. The Stoics would argue that true integrity comes with emotional control, and a liar's inability to maintain this control is a clear indication that they are hiding something. If you notice someone's emotions fluctuating unexpectedly, it's worth paying closer attention. Emotional instability can be a key sign of deception, and learning to recognize this pattern can help you protect yourself from being manipulated. The Stoics emphasize brevity and honesty in communication. Repetition, especially when unnecessary, often signals that a person is trying to convince themselves of the lie they are telling. When someone repeats certain phrases or words, it's as though they are trying to affirm their own narrative, hoping that the repetition will make the lie seem more believable. A liar may say things like, "I swear I'm telling the truth," or "I've never lied before, you know that." This insistence on reestablishing their credibility is a tactic often used by liars to make you doubt your own judgment. The Stoics would advise that the truth speaks for itself and does not need to be repeated. If someone feels the need to continuously reaffirm their honesty, it's a red flag that they may not be telling the truth. The Stoics believed in keeping control of your own emotions and focusing on what's within your control. When you find yourself faced with dishonesty, the first step is to remain calm and composed. Do not allow your emotions to cloud your judgment and avoid reacting impulsively. By observing the signs of dishonesty outlined here, you'll be better equipped to identify when someone is not being truthful with you. At the same time, remember that trust is earned, and it's something you should give wisely. Instead of jumping to conclusions, take the time to evaluate the situation from a distance, using the Stoic principle of objective observation. The Stoics believed that we should not be swayed by emotions, but should act rationally, observing the facts before making judgments. Now that you know these 7 signs, how do you deal with dishonesty when it comes from someone you truly care about? Do you confront them directly, or do you use subtlety to protect yourself? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Let's discuss. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who might need this wisdom in their life. It's always good to have an extra set of eyes to spot dishonesty, because as the Stoics believed, knowledge is only valuable when shared. Stay vigilant, and I'll see you in the next one.